I really wanted to get a Discord background. I'm looking at yours right now. I wanted to get a Discord background, a custom one, but you have to have Nitro, and I don't want to pay for it. And it was just going to be the highway chase of O.J. Simpson, and I wouldn't say anything about it. And then until someone asked, and I was like, oh, the juice is loose. I don't.
Dude, that's my favorite part about going to like people's show podcasts that they do on like Zoom is because I have two pictures. I have the January 6th insurrection, and then I have an ISIS beheading, and I just like go between those for like my background.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I'll never address it. I just like pop in, and that's like already set up as my background. It's just like the fucking ISIS dude with like a guy behind me.
That fucking rocks. Just show up and you're like, "What's up, guys? I'm ready to record." And they're like,
people no. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. No, you gotta change that. Gotta change that.
What are you talking
all right.
about? What's good?
We're just talking about how cool ISIS beheadings are.
And never address it.
Yeah. God. All right. Oh yeah. So last time when we had Clay on, I forgot to do an intro entirely. So I had to do it at the end and then edit it and put it at the beginning. So this time we're not gonna fuck that one up. I'm actually gonna do it correct this time. I promise.
Cool.
So, with that being said, welcome everybody to episode 11 of the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. Today we've got Cave right down here.
Ty.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
Now I'm gonna be shy and scared.
Let's do it, dude. I don't even care. Like, who gives a fuck? You talk about you guys doing low effort podcasting, but like we are probably like a half step above because we have video and that's it.
Yeah,
that's like all the extra stuff we do.
You guys are doing God's work here. Who could never commit to someone to hitting record screen on OBS?
Oh, couldn't simply.
No, it's not happening.
Welcome to high quality podcasting.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Now all we need is like a Jamie.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm kind of the Jamie for our show. I'm the only one that will like actually take the initiative to look stuff up.
We should just say that there is a Jamie and never show them, and they're not real.
Yeah, now I have a fourth job to do on this podcast. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
You have to edit in post just the strangest, most fucked up things.
Yeah, things we didn't even reference or ask for.
No, that would be kind of cool to not have a Jamie, but pretend you could just like give out like false information from the imaginary person Googling it. Like, hey Jamie, I don't know what would you guys want your Jamie? I don't know, something. Hey Jamie, what's going on with these vaccines?
I was just about to say.
You could just make up your own shit because he's not.
Hey Jamie,
even
can
real.
you disprove this pandemic?
Yeah. Hey Jamie, can you talk to us about how Bob Saget got the booster and died?
Hey Jamie, can you pull up that article about how Ashley Babbitt was actually a plant, please?
Yeah.
We should just have like a QAnoner like help us out.
Hey Jamie. Hey Jamie, can you kill Ian Miles Chung?
Hey Jamie, I got a list of right wingers on Twitter I need you to kill. Can you do that for me real quick?
Yeah.
Hey Jamie, that package full of pipe bombs. Can you ship that out real quick?
Top of the list, Ian Miles Chung.
Yeah, Jamie, can you go to the post office with these pipe bombs that we have sitting in our studio? All ready to go. These are live bombs.
They just need the shipping label. That's it.
Yo.
Jamie, do not shake these.
Jamie, come over here and kiss me, you sexy son of a bitch. I look at you every day when we do this show, and I can't fucking help myself anymore.
I'm just imagining.
Jamie, can you lock the door and grab the condoms?
I'm just imagining, like you said, don't shake them. I'm just imagining like that's part of Spider-Man 2 for PS2. Like you have to, like the pizza delivering mission, but with a pipe bomb, you have to like not shake them up too much.
I've never played Spider-Man.
You never played that one, really?
The PlayStation 2 one. No, I played Hulk.
Never did either.
Oh man, God damn it! Why do I have
Did
to
we
be
talk about this?
I have to be the oldest one here every time. Fucking sucks.
I'm older than you.
Older.
I'm 26.
Oh well, we're the same age. I'm 20. When's your birthday though?
October.
Damn, you are the oldest one. Hi, I'm November 3rd.
Little
Wait,
bitch.
fuck. Shit, I didn't want to be the
Super
oldest
close birthdays.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, no, that there is. I mean, we all know the mini game I'm talking about, though, right? The
No.
pizza delivery.
I mean, I know of the pizza.
I was gonna say
in
you need to
Spider-Man
shut your
2.
fucking mouth. You know what I'm.
You
talking
need to
about.
shut your fucking mouth. When's the last time you watched Spider-Man 2?
Jamie, get over here and shut your fucking mouth around my fucking big cock, you stupid whore.
Jamie,
I'm
come
just-
here and let me asphyxiate you.
I'm just imagining Jamie as like some fucking like robot person thing that just has to follow commands.
It's
Jamie
but
is
he's
our resident
also
twink that has to be in the studio.
he's wearing a gimp suit the whole time.
yeah.
Jamie, who's a good boy?
Yeah.
Come here, kitten.
Jamie
Just a guy off camera with a ball gag. Responding to everything we say.
got his arms tied to his sides, just sitting there.
Ooh.
Jamie, drink my piss out of that dog bowl over there.
He can't look up anything. Nothing happens when we ask him to look something up. We just throw water at him.
Yeah. Dude, Jamie's gonna love the day that he can like get out and mail the fucking pipe bombs. Honestly, that the rest of his life is just being tied up in your studio.
Hell yeah. Oh man,
Jamie,
so,
is that suck machine on too high?
Oh
Is
man,
that-
that'd be such a good idea for a podcast. Like to get video and then just like have like a fucking like blow up doll
Okay.
Jamie that has like a super nice setup around it. Like you spent $10,000 on like dual monitors, nice keyboard and everything, and it's just a blow up doll that you ask to like suck your dick on every episode. Like,
even if
camera
it wasn't
pans over to it every time. It's just like
even if it wasn't a blow up doll, I think that would be. If it was a person, actually, I think that would be
Oh,
even
yeah.
better.
person is very funny. If you're a person that could just sit in a gimp suit the entire time,
Yeah.
you're recording a podcast
For 1 hour a week, I just need you to wear the gimp suit for an hour a week, please, Jamie. I'm begging you.
Oh, dude, that'd be so.
Cut away to a guy laying on the floor with like a woman, like a dominatrix in heels stepping on him.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about Jamie.
So, fucking yeah, Bob Saget's dead.
Yo,
That's the.
Sa-
I was saying this when he died. I maybe this. I mean, this is just me because I'm a piece of shit, I guess. But like, I recognize him so much from like I feel like I've seen him in so much stuff. I can't name a single thing he's been in. Not a single thing. I don't know anything
Dude.
that he's been in.
I don't think I've ever watched anything Bob Saget has ever been in. Like,
He just has like a face that I know.
Yeah.
Like
I just
I
know
just-
he was the dad
Love
from
Simpsons.
Full House, and I remember seeing him on Full House. I used to watch Full House a lot when I was a kid. Nick at Night
Okay.
was a godsend for me, but
mhm.
there was Boy Meets World, and it was Full House, and there was another like sitcom that they used to put on, but whatever. Yeah, Bob Saget. His whole thing was like he was the nice guy on TV, like he was the lovable, like nice family man, and then his stand up, he was just basically a rapist, like in terms of like the things he was saying. Like
was
I don't,
he in the Black Book? Was he in Epstein's little book?
I don't. He might have been. I don't know. That if he was, he flew under the radar because
Yeah.
nobody. If he had been in the Black Book and people knew about it, that's all he would have seen on Twitter when he died. That's all it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have
I
been
guess
like
that's true.
it would have been like, yeah, he could have been really funny, but like he fucked kids and was on this plane. So don't mourn the death of this very popular.
You gotta
stand-up
weigh
Dude.
your values.
You gotta
Exactly.
feel
Made
really
you laugh,
bad.
but like, did he
Yeah.
fuck kids? I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta feel really bad for those people that are in like the Black Book, but like legitimately didn't fuck kids on the island. Because people
Yeah.
have just like gone out there and just like obviously Jeffrey Epstein, the famous Jewish man. But
Known for nothing besides being Jewish.
yeah, it's just world famous Jew Jeffrey Epstein. But no, people definitely went out there probably to just like I don't know, you'd like wine and dine a client or something. He's tied up in like the finance world, like
Yeah.
like there were definitely plenty of times where underage girls were getting fucking trafficked out there. But like that would suck. Like your name's in that book, and then like the U.S. population's reaction is like all these people should fucking die. And it's like, oh, I just went out there. He just wanted to show me his cool island. I didn't know. Like.
There's some people in there that I feel like didn't get any shit. They
Yeah,
just
Chris
popped
Tucker
up
kind
in
of
there,
avoided it.
and then they
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
fucking
No.
they just kept going.
Well, the Chris
Yeah,
Tucker
never
thing was
addressed it.
like people are like, it's a different Chris Tucker, and I think that's what saved his ass. Because it later came out that it was him, that it was
wasn't there
the
a
one and
picture?
only Chris Tucker. I think there's a picture.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a picture of Chris Tucker on the fucking plane. Like,
It could be
Probably.
one step from him fucking a child, and people are like, "But is it him though?"
yeah.
See, but
Could
that's
be a
not the
different Chris
Lolita
Tucker.
Express. That's a different private jet.
Different private jet.
So now now we're on a wild
Jeffrey
goose chase. We're on a witch hunt to find the other elite pedophile with the private jet and an island.
the cool thing about, well, I was gonna say the cool thing about the Epstein thing. There's nothing cool about the Epstein thing.
Do you want to know something radical about that child sex? Island?
But no, there is gonna be like, because there's more of that stuff going on, and like,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure at some point in the future there will be, a second island. It'll be like Jurassic Park. Like, oh my God, there was another island that kids were
I'm
getting
telling
raped
you.
on.
Oh, yeah.
One day we're gonna find out that there's like a fucking Hunger Games island out there. There's like a
No.
deadliest game island out there where Jeff
Literally.
Bezos goes and he goes and fucking shoots like homeless people that get snatched off the street.
Which is much better than a child rape island. But like with the second one, because like,
Quantitatively,
It's a
yes, it is
compelling
definitely
story.
better. Yeah.
Well, you think about like rich people, on Instagram stories, what do? They're like somewhere, they just like do like a geo tag with like a picture of the ocean or whatever. Like how fucking, in a weird way, funny would that be to have like the second child sex trafficking island drop, and then there's all this like these archived IG stories, so, like the famous people were literally like doxing that they were there because like
Before they
the
even
ones
knew.
that didn't know it was a child rape island, and then it's like, wait, do you guys remember Travis Scott's IG story? He was on that island.
I do like that you said it just dropped, like it's the new hot thing. You're just like, oh, did you fucking see that there's a new child sex island out?
Little St. James 2, everybody. Let's go. Let's get
Yeah.
it going.
Dude.
Yeah,
Thousands of
let's J2.
victims.
Let's
Fucking
go. Yo, and here's the cast and crew. Alan Dershowitz is here again. We knew it.
But this time he definitely didn't just get a massage.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Executive
I know a
producer
lot.
Jeffrey Epstein.
I feel like I know a lot about the Epstein situation and like very little at the same time.
First hand, right? Is
Like
what you said before we started
First hand,
recording.
first
Hell yeah.
Me too. I mean, I've been on the plane more times than I can count.
Oh yeah, I've lost track.
Good old Lolita Express.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
There was a period of time in 2010 we were calling it the Lolita Express because we would always joke around and have such a fun time on the plane ride over.
We've known. We just thought it was funny until the woke scolds came.
Yeah.
Till the
Can you imagine,
left-wing
like-
Twitter mob came.
Can you imagine participating in like underage human trafficking for the
I can imagine.
For the joke.
for the meme?
Oh man, dude, that's also
It was
the
hilarious.
YouTube video.
You don't understand.
The 40-minute YouTube video dropping from some like prank channel, like after Little St. James 2 drops.
this has
Like
been 20
I was
years in
on
the
the
making.
Lolita Express undercover, and it's like him like like with the island and like there's little kids photoshopped on the beach. Like it's like
Logan Paul on
Yeah,
the beach pointing. It's like, there's a kid getting fucked right there.
They're doing the soy face and pointing at them.
yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think that kid's
Reddit?
getting fucked
Has
over
Reddit seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Has Reddit seen this?
Guys, I'm having a lot of fun on Donald Trump Jr.'s island, but I think he's bringing those kids inside to fuck them.
Can I get some Reddit gold for this?
Yeah.
R/mildly interesting. It looks
Dude.
like Jeffrey Epstein is fucking this child.
Yeah, it's just the idea of like,
Guys,
guys, I'm on the-
R/interesting as fuck. Here's a child. Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. Just like in the bathroom, like guys, make sure to. I'm in the bathroom of the plane. We're about to land on the island. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel because we got lots of dope, sick content dropping in the future. Make sure to turn that notification bell on. All right, now here's the island, and do like
It's
the
like-
fucking whoosh transition to like being on the beach.
Don't go to Jeffrey Epstein's island at 3 a.m.
You're walking on the beach, like it does the whoosh transition. You're on the beach, and you're like, so we're on Jeffrey Epstein's second island. drone shots of like the new like what I don't even know the like that fake little building like a
Jeffrey
new
Epstein
one.
Island challenge.
Yeah,
The
it's
48-hour
it's like,
Little St. James challenge.
looks like the same building, just like a new updated colorway, like how they do fucking logos and shit.
Yes, exactly.
Someone has to commission Mr. Beast to recreate the Jeffrey Epstein Island.
They really do. Actually, the colorway should just be the pride colors.
100 people to a recreation of Jeffrey Epstein's Island?
Dude, only one's going to survive.
Awesome. Only one's going to make it out of here.
The last person to get raped on Little St. James Island that I created in my warehouse gets $500,000.
Mr. Beast has to be doing something, right? There's no way he's getting a return on investment for the videos he makes.
No. Well, I think because, like, I remember watching a video of his years ago, like, right when he first blew up. His whole thing is, like, he secures sponsorships from businesses and then blows it all on the video, and that's it. Like, his ROI is nothing. Like, he just straight up is like, fucking Tesla gave me $20 billion for this new the Tesla challenge. And then, he like gives away 10 Teslas because that's how much it costs for 10 Teslas is $20 billion fucking dollars. And
what
then
a nightmare that must be to like just manage constantly.
Yeah, I would kill myself if I was even in tangentially related to Mr. Beast's operation. I'd kill myself. If somehow, you know how like YouTubers will do that where they'll make a video that's like, I got all these comments, and it's like they show like they splash up like 100 of them on the screen like really quick. Yeah. If even one of my like fuck Mr. Beast tweets made it in there, I would kill myself because that means he's aware of me somehow, and I don't want that to happen.
At the very least, he's planted all those trees.
Oh yeah. What he failed to mention was that each tree will go on to fuck a child.
Yeah, so we're sending 100,000 of the trees we planted to Little St. James too.
Every dollar you give is a groomed child.
Yeah. For every pair of Toms that you buy, we will go to Africa. All right, that's enough. Yeah.
We will go to Africa. There's nothing else to that joke. Isn't it funny that we're actually willingly going to Africa?
Well, do you guys remember when Toms did that? Like their whole thing was if you buy a pair of Toms, they'll go into like an impoverished part of Africa and give them a free pair of Toms.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny.
Like, what, do you think black people can't buy shoes? You think you have to fucking save them, you piece of shit? By wearing these ugly-ass stupid shoes.
You gotta send them your little...
has been without water for 3 weeks. We brought them Toms.
Yeah, they are looking swagged out and like they listen to fucking Brand New.
They listen to like Never Shout Never. And like,
this uncontacted tribe in the Amazon.
Yeah.
They've resorted to eating each other this year. We brought them 10 pairs of Toms.
We brought them. Yeah. We came with 100 pairs of Toms ready to go, but when we arrived, there were only 45 of them left.
Yeah. So what did we do with the rest? You might ask.
A helicopter and fucking change their whole lives.
Yeah.
We changed their lives because they threw them all into the ocean. Like they didn't know what to do with them. They threw them away.
They would worship some fucking Tom. If you airdropped like an uncontacted tribe, some like new fucking thing that fell out of the sky, they would worship it.
Dude, what they would do? There's only 45 left. We airdropped 100 pairs of Toms. They started to eat them, and they all died.
So now there's no more uncontacted tribes in the world.
The deadliest Toms possible.
Yeah.
God. It would be funny though, like I'm imagining that campaign, that like original campaign. They're like, if you buy one pair of Toms, we will send a pair to Africa. It's like for every pair they buy, they ship one pair to one tribe, and that's it. Not even everybody
they never
in the
do
tribe.
It ever again.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like they pick out like, the first 100 orders of Toms go through and they're like, sick, that's all 100 African tribes. Now what? Like they just keep more and more get sold and they're just like, should we give it to every single person?
Did they really actually send Toms to Africa?
Dude, I'm looking it up right now on Forbes.
Did they really?
Yeah, it was. There was
so many things that you could do with millions of dollars for an ad campaign, and you sent them Toms.
Oh, 100%.
I can never read fucking articles on my computer because I have ad block, and anytime you click on one, it's like, hey, we see you're using an ad block. You want to turn that off, please?
We are humble, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Could you please turn off ad block for us?
Yeah, we're the New York Times, and you only get to read 4 articles from us this week, or we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
We are lying Jewish media. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, but don't worry, you can still see our fucking stupid ass over-exaggerated headlines. The article would give you much more context and help you stay informed and understand the situation, but instead we just want you to read something that doesn't really make sense and honestly just gives you a visceral reaction, and you want to get in someone's face and yell about it.
Fucking choke them out.
We don't want you to actually
Please turn off ad blocker so you can see our incomprehensible political ads.
Welcome to the Jew York Times.
Our political cartoon. You ever seen a modern political cartoon? It's a nightmare.
I mean, they might as well just hire Stone Toss to do it all. Like, I don't think any other political artist does it as well as Stone Toss.
The Nazi Stone Toss.
Mm-hmm. That's the one right there.
I do like. I think it's a subreddit. I can't remember if it's a subreddit or a Twitter account, but it's called Antifa Stone Toss.
That's a Twitter account. I've seen that. Yeah.
It just edits all of his shit to make it like super liberal. It takes it all in the other direction.
I like they take the part where it says like made by Stone Toss. Like usually he has that somewhere in the picture.
Yeah.
That account, every time they change it to Stone Toss as a Nazi.
Oh, because I saw like an album someone made on like Imager or something. It was like basically all of his comics. It was like hundreds of comics, and he had edited every single one of them to say Stone Toss is a Nazi, and then took out all the dialogue, and it's like, go ahead and have fun with these. Someone spent a weekend to just fuck with all of his comics.
I really like the one that he made one of Vosh. Like there's one really like popular one that he did of Vosh. It was the Coconut Island metaphor.
He has his own NFT now.
Oh God.
I just remembered that.
Yeah, NFT. I'm not fucking taking it.
Hey boys, let's talk about NFTs for a second.
No, I think he means Stone Toss has an NFT. If Vosh had an NFT, that would be so fucking funny because that is like full on mask off, like hit the whole like once I get a bag, the socialism act is over. Like that's literally that would for sure that would be his arc right there. But no,
is he like a socialist? Is that his thing?
Vosh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
for some reason I thought he was conservative.
Oh, that would be infinitely funnier in my opinion. But no, he just like because I've been watching Vosh, like, and I mean like actively watching Vosh since the pandemic started, I think, or like since I got kicked out of where I was living and had to move in with my parents. That's when I got into the socialism stuff. But
it's the pipeline.
The moves in with family to socialist pipeline. It's deadly. It's realer than you may think. But pretty much like I remember when I first started watching him, his whole thing was like he was an anarcho whatever, like he was an anarchist, and then Biden like pulled ahead and he made the joke that he's an anarcho Bidenist. Old Sleepy Joe, yeah. Which is very I like the term anarcho Bidenist. It's very funny.
Anarcho Bidenist.
It's very good.
The
but
most
now
marginalized group in America. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. He now he considers himself to be like a left libertarian, which a lot of people do assume when you say libertarian that you're, conservative or whatever, but there are some batshit crazy like left-leaning libertarians who are just as crazy as the conservative ones, which is
it's
very interesting.
Get so crazy. This isn't like an attempt to like say that there should be like less political movements or like to say that they should like group up or a commentary on them at all. But eventually there's just going to be so many political identities. And I see a new one every day. For the past 3 years, the political landscape is just fucking changed.
Hell yeah.
It's insane.
Dude, that's why we were talking earlier just about like some political stuff or whatever. And it was, like, I just don't want to be a part of anything. Like I just like if I was saying like, oh, like if you were to test me, I'd probably like show up like when I guess I took the political compass test once.
My cat paw.
I'm literally just like one little tiny smidgen over like the center line, over like the left, like bottom libertarian, whatever. Like, just like right on the center line. But it's like I don't want to be a part of anything because it's just like it's fucking annoying. People just like make everything's over politicized. People just like have like insane reactions no matter what you like. If you were to say, "Oh, I'm left" or "I'm right," it's like people just a certain amount of people will just fucking freak out and like it's like, dog, you don't know me, you don't need to know me. Like I don't want to be political at fucking all. Like,
right.
It's more nuanced than that. I think the mistake people make is like everyone needs like a label to everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like you could just believe in something.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't have to, you don't necessarily need to be like I'm liberal. You could just be like I align myself with these beliefs and not some of these beliefs.
No. Well, that was like my favorite thing about
doesn't necessarily
millennials.
need to be a label.
Like early 2010s, like all these like Huffington Post and like fucking BuzzFeed and stuff are like, millennials want to ditch the labels and like they don't want to be like classified, you know? Like that was the whole huge thing. And then in like fucking less than 10 years, it's like everything is getting labeled. Like, it's like, Jesus, man. You aren't even the kids of millennials. Like,
you know what? And I want to say real quick, just kind of like stepping back from like this conversation right now and just looking at it, I'm really glad that like 3 cis white guys can really just say what needs to be said and not mince words about it, you know? Because like a lot of white guys tend to, you know, live in the middle somewhere. They love to live in the gray area. You know, they don't want to really like say, oh, what's right or what's wrong. They don't want to say like what's left and what's right. But in reality, like, you know, some people really just need to step out of that boundary and just, you know, be white and say these things, you know, like it's, there's really nothing
to represent
wrong.
For
Exactly.
Our culture.
Truly,
exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, we definitely we're reaching the singularity in terms of political movements.
I'm gonna hold this.
Yeah, go ahead. I just for some reason I lost the bit that I was going for, but I had a new one pop into my head, which was if Skylar had just said everything I just said a minute earlier and then I just repeated it like it was my idea, would have been way funnier. I need to listen better so I can do that.
This whole thing was reminding me of the fact that... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. You go.
All right, well, the whole thing reminded me of the fact I've only watched the beginning of it, but I watched Bo Burnham's Inside.
Oh, yeah.
And like the first like four or five skits are basically just him being like, I'm white, I don't know what to do, the world is falling apart. And like I get it. Like it's his anxieties and it's his fears and he's putting it into art or whatever. But I found it funny because that's like literally every single one of them was just like, man, fuck, this shit's crazy, right? I'm white, I don't know what to do. Oh yeah. It's like I don't know. I guess that's the whole theme of the... Have you seen it? Have you seen Inside?
I never watched it. I'm guilty of hating it from afar. I've seen like bits and pieces. I'm just like I am like a huge Bo Burnham fan too. Like I should watch it. Like I loved I watched that non fucking stop when it came out. It's like still one of my favorite things ever. But yeah, I don't know. Just like what I saw from the new one, it was like, I don't know.
It's not like necessarily terrible, but like I don't know. It's like it's a little funny. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like comedy music.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly for me.
Which is why like I feel so fucking left out. I love comedy music so much. It's so great. I love it. It's my 2 favorite things. I did. I loved it. I thought it was really good.
You watched Inside?
Yeah, I watched it like months ago. You didn't tell me this.
I told you I watched the first part of it and you went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, because I was probably like watching something and not listening to you talk.
That's true.
I was probably busy, and you decided to interject with your stupid thoughts. Ugh, this fucking guy.
Honestly, I think my only real gripe was just like how it was like presented and like marketed out to people, and then like what people did with the content after the fact that like has just rubbed me the wrong way. I do need to just watch it and just like see exactly what it is, because it's not very cool for me to just like see the fucking clips and hear the TikTok audience and be like, yeah, this fucking special is not good. Like,
I will say I do find it really cool that he like did it all in like one room, and it really just shows him like changing the fucking lights, hooking up new equipment and stuff for like every bit he's gonna do.
Like the concept is awesome.
The one thing I don't like so far, I'm making a judgment. I haven't even finished it, but the one thing I don't like so far is that all the in between parts where it shows him just kind of walking around. It's about his like depression and stuff too, obviously, but like it just shows him walking around and looking at the stuff in a dark room and like his like frustrations and stuff. It's like the visual equivalent of like when a YouTuber starts a video with a heavy sigh. It's like I kind of get it. You don't have to like beat me over the head with this.
Or like when they edit in the part where they're setting up like the green screen or something.
Yeah. I think the opening where he's like setting up stuff and he's like visibly frustrated and it shows him troubleshooting as he's setting up cameras in like real time is like more than enough to be like, oh, this was a little difficult and he was pretty annoyed and depressed during this whole process. But like between every single skit, it's like, it's dark in this room and he's like, it's like, all right, I understand.
Yeah.
I don't want to make light of the thing you're going through, but like I kind of get it.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's like, yeah, if you're doing like before, like as he's setting up for every like new song, it's just like he's got to look just distressed and sad and pissed all at the same time. It's like, yeah, dude, a lot of us feel that way. Like it's cool, man. Like guess what? I wake up every day and I feel like that, and I have to be on time to fucking work. Like,
like that's cool that you can, you know, physically present yourself as the way that everybody feels. That's so cool that you know, made your hair greasy and you grew your beard out. Like that's so cool because like that's what I look like every day.
I feel like you're being so mean to Bo Burnham. Like his depression could be so like completely legitimate. Obviously it is, but like
like he's got the gun in his mouth right now and we're just talking shit. Like
dude, aren't you guys getting like real sick of this mental health thing? Like, don't you just like want to think it's not real?
I would love it if we could go back to 2012 where if you so much as said like the wrong thing, people were just like, yeah, no, that guy's like disabled. Like that's
I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start looking at like rage comics again. I think I'm going to like look at YouTube poop and
I've got the perfect Twitter account for you. It's called Ancient Memes. And it's all rage comics. And
what a great time to be alive. There was no worries in the world.
Did you guys ever have one of those like third-party like rage comic viewing apps?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't. I'm the only one who didn't. I'm so happy because I didn't.
I wish I could remember the name of the one I had, but yeah, I never had iFunny. I know most people had that.
It was probably, you know what? Chances are you and Skylar probably had the same app on your phone.
Probably. I think it was called like Rage Reader or some bullshit.
Was it like an orange app? That's like the color that sticks out to me. Like part of the app icon was orange.
I can't remember. It was just like it was literally like all it would do is it wouldn't even sort it. I don't even think it would. No, it would sort it by like upvotes and stuff or like new. And it was just like, it was just a panel. Like you would just like show all rage comics in succession. You can click on one and expand it. But like, I don't remember orange being it.
I don't know.
I remember it used to be like some weird mythical thing to me. I was like, what is Reddit? This is so fucking crazy. Oh, they have a bunch of inside jokes. This Reddit thing must be really cool. And now it's like, no, it's just a bunch of virgins online. Echo chambering each other.
It's the
literally
biggest online hub of incels, no demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
second,
it's like
the only the next one down is Twitter.
It's the biggest hub of like nice guys on the internet.
Yes.
This just reminded me. I was in a group chat. I need to know, does Reddit have like porn on here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I dunk
that's
on Reddit
crazy.
constantly, but I use Reddit constantly.
I was joking around with some people in a group chat. We were joking about being subscribed. Oh, I made a joke about being subscribed to r/EDC. Have you guys seen the Everyday Carry one?
Everyday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
dude, it's just guys and girls sometimes that just like show what they bring on like a daily basis out like to work or just like
they empty their
and, like,
wallets.
So many
or,
of them.
Or not their wallet, but they like
Yeah.
empty their pockets, or like I guess women like they empty their purses or bags or whatever. Yeah, and they just like they lay it out in a very nice, like aesthetically pleasing kind of grid, but it's always the most cringy shit.
Well, it's cringy shit. It's like people will get like a note, like everything like has like a colorway, and then 90% of them also just like have a gun on the table too, which is the best part. It's like, it's just like, here's my everyday carry for my job as a plumber, and it's like a fucking pistol.
One of the top posts is from 2 years ago when Reddit cared about the Hong Kong protests for like 3 minutes. And like they're like, this is the new social thing we're going to be into, and then it fucking died after like just a little tiny bit, and no one cares anymore. This shows like the Hong Kong press kit.
Yeah, dude, this is like, see, this is insane. Like, this person's everyday carry, they say software engineer, work from home carry, and they also do like gender.
Where are
and
you
age,
going
like
then?
M29, but he's got a fucking Game Boy Color with like a little flashlight, some fucking wireless headphones.
You need to kill yourself
wallet.
now. Like that is, god damn,
It's insane.
But I had to talk over you for that. I just had to get that out.
You're good. I talk way too much. But to wrap up the thing, I was like joking in the group chat. I'm about to fucking do this, not incognito mode, but I was like, yeah, I'm subbed to r/EDC and r/girlcock, and I need to know if that's a real subreddit.
I can almost guarantee you it is.
I'm subscribed to r/human toilet and r/street fashion.
Include NSFW
EDC
results.
everyday cock.
Dude, everyday cock, just people posting their dick every day.
Here's my bitch cat.
No, there's
Dude,
just one. We can't see her yet. Oh, there she is.
Little asshole. She probably wants to get fed.
Probably. It would be everyday cock. It's funny because it's just one post a day and it's just a random cock, but it's every day. So you can rest assured you will get a cock every day.
There was that subreddit of this guy, because you can make it so that a subreddit is like only postable by certain people, like only, and like people can make comments or whatever, but no one else can like post anything. And this guy, he had one where it was just pictures of his sleeping roommate for like years and years and years. And he comes back every once in a while and just shows his like former roommate at like a house party, just sleeping. And he goes, "Here's one for you guys." And like every time it gets huge, like 400,000 people.
I was
Claire Cam,
searching
let's
girl
go.
cock in the
Bitch.
everyday carry Reddit. I don't know how this fucking website works.
I think you're gonna have to go to you're gonna have to go to the
What is all
old
this
Google
girl
box
thing?
and hit up r/girlcocks.
Here, I'll look up r/girlcock for you, see if it's a real
I'm
thing.
See-
spending way too much time trying to find this. I don't think it exists. I think it's a made up subreddit.
Girl cock, 47,000 members.
Oh,
Wait,
let's
is it
go.
really?
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
fantastic.
All right.
There's an r/chasers rise up. How many
Yeah,
people
there
are
is.
in this? 7,000.
Hey man, there's 7,000 chasers who just want to find what they're looking for.
Dude, they are rising up. What is this? Is this a post? What does this say? All right, I'm just well, never mind. I won't say it. Someone
You
is being
can link it in
very-
Discord if you would like.
Yeah. This
That'd
is
be
just such
very-
a funny message.
Are you sending girl cock?
No. Someone
Damn it.
must have
see
responded
it then.
to someone. Is there a chat I should post it in?
Just general chat.
General chat.
Alright.
Let the world see.
It's just a
Oh, man.
sentence, but it just made me laugh. That's what comes up if you search r/girlcock.
What the fuck? Context
I wish
link.
I could see what it was what it was replied to.
Yeah, there is in the comments. The only reply has a link to it.
Oh, okay.
Context link.
Dude, this website's way too complicated. I only like going to it for like sample packs and stuff. It's
Yeah,
easy.
same. I legitimately do not like using Reddit. Although that I do have the Reddit app on my phone, and I do have an account, and I am subscribed to a couple that I'm not going to list on the podcast.
I don't understand. Here's the thing about Reddit. I use it all the time, but I use it where I have an app and I can find I have a list of like favorite subreddits out of the ones I'm subscribed to. And then I just browse those individually till I run out of content, and then I switch to the next one. If you just go to like the dashboard that Reddit gives you, it will only ever give you like anything that's like 30,000 upvotes, and it's just garbage.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
need like a For You page.
Interesting as fuck. Here is my disabled grandpa getting out of bed, and it's like I don't care about this.
They kind of do have a For You page on at least on the iOS app. Like it's just the home screen, and it gives you the option to show like, do you want subs that you're like actually following, or do you want like the home page, like he said, where it's like a bunch of other shit. Well, you also don't have an account, right, Skyler?
Me? No, I have an account.
I feel like you didn't. I might be thinking of somebody else who
I didn't
specifically
for a long time, for like 2 years, until I got annoyed having to manually search up all the ones that I'd go to. I would just remember the ones I liked and search them, and then look at them and browse them.
I mean, this is what we did
on a Xerox printer, and then
this is what we did before we had like smartphones, though. Like you'd have to get on your computer, physically type with a keyboard r/girlcock, and then go to it.
Back in my day, it was difficult to find them.
Remember when we were kids and we had to type out r/girlcock? I mean, come on. Yeah. Now you just
now I can
click on a button
on r/girlcock gifs and then sleep overnight waiting for them.
Yeah. Now I'm not only subscribed to r/girlcock, I'm also a part of r/chasers rise up.
Let's go.
Oh no, honestly, Reddit though should come like pre-installed on phones. It's like fucking stupid that like, because I didn't have the Reddit app on my phone. I would like try to like, because Reddit, everyone goes there at some point just to like read, because it's like a good way to like get a bunch of people like talk, like if you want to see like an opinion on something, it's just like good, whatever. But then you go and it's like, hey, you got to get the Reddit app to read the comments to this.
Like, I hate that shit. I hate that. Dude, that's the only reason I have it. It's the only reason I have the Reddit app.
The way you avoid that, I have to do this all the fucking time. The way you avoid that is you replace the www in Reddit with old, OLD, and it shows the old Reddit format. But like if you're on your phone, it only shows like the desktop version because it doesn't have a mobile format. But like that's the only way you can get around that. It's like, oh, I noticed you were going to look at something, and you should use the Reddit app. I won't give you an option to look at. It's like, no, fucking, I don't want to. I already have an app, and it's better than your godforsaken piece of shit app that you have on the store.
No, literally,
$1 billion corporation. How do you not have a good app?
Dude, it's crazy. And like literally everyone uses it at some point. Like even if you're just using it like once a month, like you will be on Reddit for some reason.
Yeah. How do you think? I can't buy anything without going to like Google it and be like, should I buy X? Reddit. And put that at the end and then read the people. See what the nerds online have to say.
Literally, that's how I learned about menstruation. Was from Reddit.
I'm the same way, but with Reddit. I'm the same way, but
I
with YouTube.
typed in. I was like, "Who's hurting my girlfriend?" And I went to. Surprisingly, Chasers Rise Up had an informative thread about
who keeps hurting my girlfriend. She won't tell me.
Yeah. You go to Chasers Rise Up, they had an insane debate about periods, cis women's periods for some reason.
So that's the insidious thing. It's like once you touch Reddit formats you. You start typing like a Redditor.
That is so embarrassing. I was just reading old shit. All my old archived Reddit stuff is like from me commenting on like EDM artist AMAs from like 7-8 years ago.
Did you ever get a response?
Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely got a response on some of these. I do. I'm remembering it now.
Dude, did Skrillex say something to you?
Small AMAs because they actually respond to like everybody.
Yeah. I think the Bauer one did. I don't know how the fuck. How did you even see?
What happened to Skrillex?
The Harlem Shake guy?
Wait, actually, Skrillex worked on something recently.
Holy shit. Skrillex has like a huge song with Bad Bunny right now.
Really?
I'm not surprised, actually.
Yeah, that's like all he does. He just does like pretty boring pop music now for the most part.
Yeah, that's kind of the arc though. Like you start out like these big like I'll call Skrillex like a generational like talent because like he definitely came around in like a time where that style of music hadn't quite really like been done, or at least it hadn't been done like super like it hadn't been popular yet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's kind of the arc that those types go through, though, because it's like you look at him and then you see that that trajectory, and then you see like bands. Have you ever listened to Bring Me the Horizon?
No.
Have you ever seen like the Chad meme where it's like average X fan versus something enjoyer?
Either way, like
on Twitter or something.
One of
What are
their
the songs in
songs
the
is really popular now for like TikToks and stuff. But they started out doing like super heavy, like brutal hardcore, like I guess you'd call it like deathcore or whatever. And then now they're basically Linkin Park. Like like they went through the Linkin Park like pipeline basically. Like they started off doing something that was like really cool and whatever. Like granted, Bring Me the Horizon, I wouldn't say like their early stuff was cool. It sounded like dog shit. But then, you know, they went through like a renaissance where people were like, okay, these guys suck ass. Like their music is like, it hasn't improved at all. And then they came out with an album in 2013 that just shook shit up, but it was all like, I wouldn't say it was like EDM, but it was like electronically influenced, and it had like a lot of.
You called Linkin Park cool, by the way.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, pre like 2008, Linkin Park fucking rocked.
Yeah, dude, Meteora era Linkin Park. I still listen to some of that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Hybrid Theory is like their best album, in my opinion. I
don't know.
I know that it's heavily contentious, but
I don't. Yeah. I know very little about Linkin Park, but not.
You know little about music in general, though. Like you
should go fuck yourself.
I should, but you also like definitely spent most of your formative years listening to like video game soundtracks and like anime true. OSTs.
You always
like,
say that, and that's not true.
It's true. It's so true.
It's not true.
It's basically
not true. It's not
you
true.
listen to Undertale music and you were like, "This is what music should be," and that's how it stayed.
That's not.
You never
true.
changed.
That's not true. But
anyways.
nope, it's not true. But I didn't listen to like I didn't legitimately try to seek out music to listen to or like bands to enjoy until junior year of high school. So I definitely
which is
spent
so sad.
An absurd amount of time not listening to a bunch of music.
Yeah, I'll say this. It wasn't until I was in like high school that I was really like actually finding music, because I didn't have like cable or internet for like most of my childhood. So I really like wasn't able to like.
I had no excuse. I was playing League of Legends probably.
Well, stop appropriating my culture.
Do you play League now?
No, I don't. No, I don't play video games.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, my condolences. No one should ever touch the godforsaken game. League of Legends.
I learned my lesson with video games. I played Skate 2 on my friend's Xbox 360 in 2015. I think that was the last year that I like actually played a game. Then I would play it every single day. I just like go, because he had the Xbox 360 in his room. I would just hang out in his room all day while he was at work. And I don't know, one day I was just like, what am I doing? I'm just like, I'm skating around the same map all the time.
My cat won't stop meowing in the distance.
And I just like, I'm not going anywhere. I did all the big jumps. I can do all the tricks.
Right. That's kind of how I was with Skate 3 for PS3. Like I had, was Skate 3 or Skate 4 was the big one that just came out recently or was announced or whatever, right?
I think so, yeah.
I can't remember.
I just remembered something.
I haven't played those games in a long time, but I remember we never owned it, but we had the demo for Skate 3 on PS3, and it was like,
oh hell yeah,
it was timed. You got 20 minutes of playtime every time you launch it.
Dude, that was the best era of game demos, though.
Right, and like
holy
you
shit.
could, and it only
Xbox
had one.
Demos?
It only had one area option. Like you had to be in like this. It was like a mall, like it's like the outside area of a mall. So like you had like a shit ton of concrete. There's like flower beds with like the concrete border or whatever, and there was like this massive staircase that was like, I don't know, 200 steps like in total, but it was like split up halfway, so you could do like a jump off the first platform, land on the second one, and then you had to immediately, as fast as you could, do a combo to do another jump.
It's
there
so
wasn't.
telling that you remember all of this shit. Like, it's so
Dude.
formative, dude.
I just loved it because it was like I didn't care about anything. I did not care about the missions. I didn't care about like, you have to do X amount of tricks in this amount of time. Like, I don't care. I want to be able to just run around and do shit all I want, And like, I would love to just skate around because I can't do any of this in real life. I'm too fat. Like, if I could, I would. But now I'm relegated to just, playing as a virtual character who can do all these things that I know I can't. And I would do that 20 minutes at a time every day. Like, I would do that for like 4 hours a day because it was so much fun.
It's fucking great. That was the best era of game demos, is when they gave you too much of the game to play and then you'd never buy it.
Oh, yeah.
But the...
Let's talk about femcells, actually.
I just want to veer left. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You talking about games reminded me of something from last night. After you left, I was very high last night, and I decided to play a game because that's the best time to play a game is when you're very high. And I was getting really, really into this survival game called Green Hell, where you're in the Amazon rainforest, and it's like pretty realistic. Obviously, they take some like liberties so that you don't have to like do every single specific little thing to survive. But like,
you have to breathe manually.
Yeah, but it's pretty brutal. Like it asks a lot of you, and it's challenging. But in the game you have like sanity or whatever for like if you're doing too poorly, you'll start hearing shit and you'll start like seeing shit. Well, I thought the sanity wasn't going to do like really anything besides like have voices come into my head every once in a while. But I was like on edge. I was like trying to survive or something. And this is the most a game has ever fucking scared me in the last couple of years. I was like trying to fish and I heard running. And I was like, oh, it's probably just the sanity. I don't have to worry about it. And then my character gets hurt and I fucking freak out and I whip around and there's just a naked man like at me, like right at me on my screen. I screamed at 2:30 in the morning. It scared the fucking shit out of me.
That's awesome.
That's the most scared a game has made me. I have VR, and that's the most scared a game has made me in years. I thought I was gonna die. I started protecting my organs.
Dude, that'd freak the hell out of me. I couldn't handle something like that.
It was the fact that it was like I hadn't seen anybody. It was like iguanas and like armadillos and whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It's the jungle, and then there's just a dude fucking sprinting right at my face, completely naked, dead-eyed. Scared the shit out of me.
It's like that scene in Get Out, but he's naked.
I think people
Hawk
sprinting robotically is one of the scariest things ever. I don't know why.
Okay, please, for the love of God, do not watch the Olympics. I'm begging you. You are gonna really hate this guy. You're gonna really hate this guy, Usain Bolt. I swear, he's your worst nightmare, dude.
If I'm telling you, if like a crackhead ran out of an alley straight at me naked, probably the moment the most scared I'd ever be.
Not as scary as the game though.
No, of course not.
That fucking scared the shit out of me. Sorry. That was a complete digression, but that happened after you left, Steve, and I remembered that. Anyways, femcells.
Well, actually, really quick. Now, you just reminded me of something. This is like 10 seconds. But with the running thing that freaked you out, there was this song that I don't know. I was like just like exploring Spotify, just clicking on random profiles. There's this song. I'll get it pulled up here. Who the fuck is it by? Okay, yeah. There's like last year, there's a song by this artist called 83 Hades, called 2083. And it's like some fucking distorted like rap song or whatever. But at the beginning of it, there's like a fucking like door knock sound, like probably 10 seconds into the song. The first time I listened to it, I didn't know it was in the song. I fucking hear this knock. I immediately I'm sitting here. I like get up out of my chair. I like take my fucking headphones off and I like look. So like someone like knocking at my bedroom door, someone knocking at the front door. I like go out of the room, whatever. Play the song, like, and then I was like, And then I like was rewinding it, found out, and I was like, "Oh, that's stupid." But it scared the fucking hell out of me. I like started sweating. Like you get so scared almost, where your body just like sweats for 5 seconds, and you're like, "Oh, what's about to happen?"
Yep, I feel that.
It's that moment when you're like broken because you never think about the fact that like you might die in a second. You never think about it, and then like something happens that sets off all alarm bells, and you're like, I'm flesh and I'm bones and I'm blood and everything's inside of me and it's all gonna come out soon.
Dude, we need like more fight or flight moments like in our lives. I think we're too comfortable.
It was exhilarating. I spent
imagine
like 20
getting that
minutes just slumped in my chair after that. I was like, holy fuck.
Dude, all that adrenaline. Imagine getting that feeling like once a week. You just like, dude, once we get like fucking like augmented reality and shit like that, you could just like buy, it's like a fucking Skillshare or like a guided meditation type of service, but they just like do like AR where like a fucking dinosaur chases you like around the city you live in for 30 minutes.
Getting your like guillotine session where you put your head into the thing.
Like walking out of the fucking Walmart and you get out to the parking lot and like a fucking velociraptor turns and looks at you. It's like
yeah, damn.
Fuck out of me.
Because the thing is even if you knew it wasn't real, but it looked like a dinosaur was like actually running at you and gonna kill you, I think you like instinctively you would like start running. I feel like it would like 100%. Legitimately strike fear into you. You'd be like, 1,000%. Fuck this.
Like, it's like when you see those pranks where people turn the corner and there's like a guy in a velociraptor suit. I don't think people are like, velociraptors exist right now and they exist and they can kill me. Yeah. They just see like big scary lizard and their brain turns off. It's like, you got to get the fuck out of there right now. You're about to die. Because
your brain like just isn't comprehending it, and it's like if something's running at you, it's like, yep, time to get away now. Like
you're so scared, you get reduced down to like run, heartbeat, breathe, drink water, eat, and like you just need to like get the fuck out of there.
Dude, it almost be
your bases.
And now, it's amazing that I didn't say this initially, but it'd be better if it was like a bear or something, like something that is alive and like walking around on the planet today. You get out to the Walmart parking lot and a bear looks at you and starts charging. Now that, I don't think, you don't waste any time. You drop the bags, you fucking, that's it. It's go time, run.
The thing that would get me would be like an angry chimpanzee.
Yeah.
That's also very terrible.
Yeah, so for you, because you don't know, Cave, but Skylar has like the worst fear of monkeys that I've ever seen in a person.
I hate monkeys.
Really?
I can't even look at like cute little tiny finger monkeys. Fuck them. Fuck those little primates.
Did you have a bad experience with like monkeys growing up? That like
No, I just hate them. They're like too human. They got hands and thumbs, and they're like really strong. Mm-hmm. And they like you just hear stories about like, oh, a chimpanzee attacked a woman. Did it kill her? No, it just disfigured her horribly because it's a chimpanzee and it doesn't have the capacity to kill you, but it will fuck you up.
Yo.
It has the capacity to kill you, just not quickly.
Oh, yeah. No, like, yeah, it'll disfigure you or like potentially paralyze you for the rest of your fucking life. Yeah. Like,
if like zombies were real, like 28 Day Later zombies, they would just be like, humans would basically just be very scary monkeys.
While that is true. While that is true, though, I don't think...
You don't think about it, but you could rip someone's flesh off if you're strong enough.
Yeah.
You just don't do it because you have a thing stopping you in your brain from doing that.
I guess so. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if you were to, give somebody enough drugs, that part of that brain kind of just goes away.
Oh, of course.
I mean, we all remember 2012 in Florida.
2012 when we elected Barack Obama a second time for some reason.
Yeah. Collective what do they call that for the insurrectionists? Like it was a group fucking, oh god, what they made up some term, like group psychosis or something like that. I don't know. It's this new thing that I saw on Twitter that like fucking, I don't know, like CNN and like Huffington Post and shit, like they all like put out articles that were like the January 6th insurrectionists were all experiencing like quote unquote like group psychosis or something like that. And then just recently I've been seeing this tweet go around that's like a screenshot of different articles using that term, and it's like, yeah, so basically we just discovered that's not real. This isn't a thing that exists that people actually experience.
Yeah, is that like the mass formation psychosis thing? People,
Yes,
people were talking about. Like, yeah, now because it's like tied into like COVID stuff, they're like, that's not real.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
We're fucked.
we are definitely
dude.
fucked.
I
But
can't
I
wait.
think that what would actually save us is if Skylar were to tell us a little bit more about this femcell we found on Reddit a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, I found a femcell on Reddit.
Thanks for telling. Anyways, so
that's it.
It wasn't hard. I went on. I mean, there's not much to it. I went to r/dating female dating advice, which is not really about
female dating
advice.
strategies. Female dating strategies.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's called female
But
dating strategies. Okay, if
it's
there's
not
another one for
really
you to sub to
about-
real quick.
It's not really about that, but like, it's just it's a bunch of femcells. It's really toxic and terrible there, and they give bad advice, and my favorite thing about that subreddit so far that I found is that any like guy that they don't enjoy on that subreddit, they refer to as scrotes. And so it's like,
what's the deal with scrotes? What does that mean?
Like a scrotum.
Like, yeah, and
oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
and like, it's absurd. It's like normal human behavior. Why do scrotes do this? And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
Yeah, it's insane.
it's like, sis, if he drinks too much water, get the fuck out of there.
That's not
It's
your
like, what
boyfriend,
the
that's
hell
your
does this mean?
girlfriend. Like,
Yeah. It's terrible. So I just found this like really sad human on r/female dating advice and strategies, whatever.
Thank you.
I just looked at her whole thing, and it was like she'd been on Reddit for like 2-3 years. No, actually, it was like 5 years, and it was just like it was like watching someone go down the spiral of madness. It was just like, oh yeah, things are pretty bad here in my country that I'm at. Oh yeah, I just lost connection to my family, and they've disowned me, and I hate them. Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing too well. I just dropped out of school, and then like one post was just schizo posting, just like rambling, like fuck everyone, fuck the world, fuck this shit. I don't have obligations to anyone.
It was like her
then,
Joker
like-
origin story.
It was her Joker origin story, and then like a couple months go by, and then she exclusively posts on female dating strategies and nowhere else, and it's always just like,
That's awesome.
ladies, if he doesn't live up to unrealistic expectation, fucking drop him. And then like 2 comments will go by, and it'll be like, oh, have you ever like dated anyone? She's like, no. and like, oh, I can't imagine why. It's terrible.
Who, me? No,
Um,
definitely not.
Wait,
no,
so-
I haven't.
A femcell is like a female incel, right?
It's
Yeah.
basic. Yeah, it's just a female incel.
I know that's like a dumb question. I should have asked that for clarification earlier, but
It's fine.
for some
No, you're
reason, like
good.
just like the cell at the end of it, in my mind, it like feels like it's a guy. Like,
Right. Well, because cell, like the I don't know what you call that, but like cell dash cel gets added to so
Suffix.
much stuff now. Suffix. There we go. Thank you.
Celibacy.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a suffix at all.
Female
But
celibacy.
that's a prefix.
I mean, that's
yeah,
what it's.
exactly.
That's what it's. Cell
No.
is.
Yes, Skylar. But what we're saying is adding cell to the end of words. Like I've been seeing, one that I love seeing on Twitter is the people who call fake incels fake cells. Like that's very funny to me. But like I just see it, like they'll say it for anything. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like one of those situations where you know how like somebody will come up with a word or something, and then that word gets like denigrated so much because people start using it for other things where it doesn't like apply or whatever. It's like it's like that. Like it's the same fucking thing where people are just like, hey, add cell to the end of it to make it the funny word, or like you know, like
Brain cell.
yeah, I'm a brain cell. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm a brain celibate. I'm stupid. I don't know. Whatever it could
I'm
be.
a brain celibate.
But yeah, like that's just one of my favorite. Like I'll just call it a meme, I guess, that I see on Twitter lately. Is like saying, I don't know, fucking, and like those memes that are like, share this if you like blank, and then it's like in the corner, it's like this was made by blank gang. Like You know, it's like, I don't know, fucking, it would be like a picture of fish underwater, and it'd be like, retweet if you like water, fuck air, and it's like, this was made by Fish Gang or something like that type of shit.
Dude, I used to make those fucking memes when those were like popping. That was like
Oh,
one of
really?
my favorite ones to make. I did like one. Do you guys either you guys know Machine Girl
I know the
the
name, but
artist? I don't know. It's like electronic stuff, breakbeat music.
Uh-huh.
I remember I like made one. It was like a picture of a school on fire, and I was like, the meme caption was like, "Fuck school, I hate school." And then in the corner, I had like the Machine Girl like logo. I was like, this meme was made by Machine Girl Gang. Like,
it's good.
but
Just make
yeah.
bot accounts of just like and have them post the most heinous shit and then attribute it to some group for some reason.
Yeah.
Just be like, this was made by the Catholic Church. And it's just
It
a
would be
bunch of like car accidents.
It would be even funnier if you did it the opposite way, where it's like a guy giving, you know, like, I don't know, tutoring a child or something, like doing something like giving back to the community in some way, like some tangible way. And then it's like, this post was made by Gigi Allen Gang or something like horrible. Like, this was made by Michael Jackson Gang.
Dude, this is Gigi Allen too, man. That was like always really funny for me. I like just on and off for like years and years now. I love like posting pictures of him and pretending that he's my dad.
Yeah.
Like just like getting like some vile photos of him, putting them in like a black and white filter, and be like, "I miss you, pops."
Who's Gigi Allen? I don't actually.
Gigi Allen.
Oh my god, dude, that's like a whole different episode to dive into Gigi Allen.
Oh yeah, he's just the abridged story, I guess, is he's just like a punk dude in California, I think, in the like 80s and 90s, who his whole deal was being like ungovernable, and like he would like shit on stage and throw it at the fans and like piss and get naked, and he like cut himself and there'd be blood. Yeah, it was crazy.
Underage girls would like run away from home to like be groupies, like and go tour with him. He was on fucking some reality show, like talking about how he was like the only like real punk, rocker. Like, I'm God. Like, I'm changing the world. There's gonna be like a new world order under me. I'm the new leader. And then he died like days after that of a fucking drug
he's literally
overdose.
he looks like that Wojak of like the guy that throws car batteries into the ocean.
yeah, he really does. Oh man.
Dude,
I never thought about it until now, but yeah,
She's
that's
like,
exactly what
oh
it looks
my
like.
god, you're so ungovernable and hot. Let me be your groupie. And it's just the most like horrible fucking disgusting like
He's covered in shit. Yeah.
I'll say this though, he really did put like other punk rockers to shame. You got to give him that.
Oh yeah. The only other comparable act is that one Japanese noise band who I can't remember, who drove a bulldozer through the venue.
Yeah.
Like that's the closest you can
Dude's
compare
rock,
to
honestly.
Gigi Allen. Speaking though of
That's
Gigi Allen, I know I'm the one who brought him up, but
This sounds like a rabbit hole I'm definitely going to go down after.
Oh, you
this.
have
dude,
to.
you got to find like videos of him, and the music honestly like is objectively good, like punk rock music.
I've never listened to his music, so I wouldn't know. But also, then again, I'm
really?
not like a punk guy. Like I've never liked punk music, so we had our little discussion about crust punk people. So
yeah, that's true. That makes perfect sense. I think if I was in that environment, it just like to me, like where I grew up, it was like cool. So I ended up getting like into it as an adult, not even as a kid. But
that rocks harder than getting into it as a kid, though. Honestly.
yeah.
But the thing about Gigi Allen that I remembered was Shelby and I went to California a couple of years ago for our anniversary, and one of our stops, one of the things we did was there was it was like the Death Museum, and they have like a museum. I guess you could call it that. It's just like a house that they renovated to make it like like you can take a tour through it, and it's just got like a bunch of different shit on the walls, like framed pictures of people like murderers and like serial killers and shit. And they had a whole section that was dedicated to Gigi Allen. Like they had, and it wasn't, when I say like a section, I mean like a whole section of this house was just Gigi Allen stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they were like, and I'm not going to go as far as to say that it was like worshiping Gigi Allen, because it's, like, I would say that they gave as much attention to him as any other like serial killer or whatever. But yeah, just seeing like his life story, like seeing, because they had basically from start to finish, like his whole
What
life
the
was
fuck?
available. Yeah, are you
His
looking it up
born
now?
name
Nuts.
was Jesus Christ?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. But it was cool to like look at that,
This is real life art right here.
his like story, you know what I mean? Like his like
I
he was
imagine
crazy
he had, like, an
and then he was cool and he was
evangelical upbringing or
super
something?
crazy up until he died.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's just losing his mind
He
here.
was given the name because his father told his wife that Jesus Christ had visited him and told him that his newborn son would be a great man in the vein of the Messiah.
Let's go.
See, now that rocks.
Jesus Christ Allen the First really knew what he was talking about there.
That's
Jesus
so
Christ,
incredible.
Alan the First. Yeah.
How did he die? Was he crucified? And if he wasn't crucified, I'm gonna be so upset.
No, he definitely like got shit in his blood or something or drugs. I don't know.
Dude, Kurt Cobain visited Gigi Allen in prison.
Let's go.
Alan eventually went to Johnny Puke's apartment. Oh, okay.
Oh, good old Johnny Puke. Love
Good old
that guy.
Johnny Puke.
Man.
Ingested a large amount of heroin, on which he overdosed and slipped into an unconscious state.
Nice. That's metal.
Heroin is, let me tell you, I've heard heroin be called the modern crucifixion. So truly, it's if Jesus did come back today, we'd give him heroin.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? Kurt Cobain and the Flaming Lips drummer Nathan Roberts visited him in prison, and Nathan says, after we told him who we were and that we were big fans, he proceeded to curse and spit at us and kept yelling that we were just a couple of Kansas City F words who want their dick sucked.
Jesus Christ. That's insane.
Dude, this
Truly.
man was always on. That's
Truly
like
ungovernable.
that's like what rocks is like. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like through and through. He was just like fucking nuts, like unapologetic about it.
That's
Oh,
so
we
sick.
thought that was like kayfabe. We thought
God.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
dude, that's such a cool reaction to have. Someone's like, "Hey, I like your stuff," and you just like call them the F slur and start
That's
spitting
so
at
cool.
them.
God.
What does
Like-
Gigi Allen know that we don't know? How did he live a life like that and was like, this is okay?
Because clearly his father, Jesus Christ Allen the First, was visited by God and told him that he was going to have a great son. And so he named him Jesus Christ Allen Jr.
I'm definitely going to like waste my entire night finding out about Gigi Allen.
No, dude, it is such a fun like deep dive to do. Like, I don't know if he has multiple TV appearances, but the one where he's wearing like a fucking helmet, that's
Yeah, I
like,
know
the
that one you're
must-watch.
talking about. It is
That
so
one
funny.
is so good.
It's so
he,
good.
he has also said that if he was not a performer, he would probably be a serial killer or mass murderer.
Yep,
Okay.
that's him
So
for sure.
We gotta
let's
respect
thank
it.
God that he's just doing music.
He was a great man for not being a mass murderer.
For not
He was
doing
in
what
jail
he
for
really
some
wanted to do.
He knew what his 3 routes were, and he took the one where people that didn't have to die on a large scale.
He planned to kill himself on stage in Halloween many times in the late 1980s and early 1990s.
Hell yeah. Gave him the old Bud Dwyer treatment.
Kind of
But
ruined
he-
that really cool plan
Yeah.
for all of us. Now we just get labeled as copycats for
No
killing
one.
ourselves on
I know,
Halloween.
right? I know, it's such
Oh,
bullshit.
okay. So I blew my brains out in front of my ex-girlfriend's house, and suddenly
I'm the Bud
suddenly I'm
Dwyer
a Gigi
copycat.
Allen. Yeah, I'm the Gigi Allen of Oregon.
Dude, that'd actually be so fun. Like someone like I don't know, you're in your room, you're about to like pull the trigger and like end it, and, like your friend catches you and is like, really, dude, real mature, man. You know Bud Dwyer did that on live TV. You're gonna do it in private. I expected more
Pussy.
from you, man. You're almost 30 years old.
Or you walk in, he's got the like shotgun in his mouth, and you're like, really, dude? Just like Kurt Cobain. Really, dude?
You
Come
couldn't think
on.
of a more creative way to do this. You're always
You're
talking
gonna even
about,
die like an unoriginal bitch.
Yeah.
Just imagining all the different ways you could kill yourself, and then figuring like all the famous people who have done it that way, and being like, man, hanging yourself, dude. Saddam Hussein, though, like
Dude,
Comes
suicide.
back to like the yesterday, or the not yesterday, but the last episode we did with the machine that kills you, the
The Rube
fucking
Goldberg machine. Yeah.
Rube Goldberg machine that kills you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's see, that was like exactly where my mind was kind of going. It's like, what if you made it like your life's work was to like build a contraption that like killed you in the most interesting way? Because like that is the only thing. Like, well, not the only thing, but that's one thing humans we've just been so lazy about, like killing ourselves. We found like a few quick ways to do it. We're like, hanging, shooting yourself, taking a bunch of medications, like
Yeah, what
passive
happened?
least
Where's the machine?
resistance.
Where's
Yeah.
the machine from like Futurama that
No,
you step
literally.
into and it stabs you 400 times? And
Like someone
cuts up your
built
body.
that with their hands. Like if you took, like it would be
Industrial
awesome.
human being.
Be awesome to announce like in your early 20s, like to your town, like, guys, I'm going to be spending the rest of my life building this machine that's just going to kill me. I'm going to commit suicide, and I don't care how long it takes. And then it's like fucking 50 years later, like in your 70s, you're like, I finished the machine.
What if it was like a robot that all it did was just asphyxiate you? You would just like
Yeah,
choke you.
you built a robot that just fucking chokes
Yeah.
you to death.
Well, the
He
funny
was
thing
found
about
with a robot and a huge boner.
the
Yeah.
funny thing about that premise though, Cave, is like you get to, let's say you start at let's say you start at 30 years old. It takes you 50 years to build that machine. You're 80 when you finish it. And then you're like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start. And you're up on the stage, you set it off, and it takes too long and you die of a heart attack like before it actually
that
gets
would
to
be
you.
awesome.
That
I
would
love
be
the
great.
idea. I love the idea of a skit where it's just like a guy, he goes to college, he has a degree, he's like super happy. He meets his wife in a coffee shop. She brings him, it fast forwards to their wedding. She's bringing him dinner as he's working late in the shop. He's like sweating and she's like, "Oh, I love you, honey." And they like kiss. It shows like a really sweet life. He watches his kids grow up. He sends them off to college. He's still working on his machine. He's had an amazing life and he's like, "It's done." And then it just shoots him in the fucking head. And he's like 55 or something.
Yeah.
Finally.
I would
Made
love
this incredible machine to kill myself.
that exact same skit, but the ending is he just pulls out a revolver. Like it's just a he's just been like he works on his and then it pans down to what he's been working on. And it's just like stray wires like soldered together. Like he's made zero progress in 30 years.
Or it's
He's
like
just
a beautiful like contraption, like with a whole bunch of stuff and like a guillotine at the end. And he's like, "Finally," and he pulls out the revolver.
Yeah, exactly. He makes the one super complicated machine, and then he's like, "All right, cool." Like once, just real quick.
It'd be awesome. I had two like routes for the machine to go, and the first one I thought of was like the machine rips your ears off, pulls your brain out of like both sides, unravels your brain for some reason. It unravels into like a large, like long intestine looking thing, and then what it does is it ties it around your waist and just pulls it super hard, and then your whole body snaps in half. But then
Dude,
the second one that I thought of, is your wrists and your ankles are put into restraints, and the machine has like a wooden board, and all it does is it just swings around and hits you on the head, and like keeps doing that until you just die.
It beats you to death in the most primitive way possible.
Like, I think that one is hilarious.
It's a machine that learns how to make tools exclusively to figure out how to kill people.
Yeah. Just like I spent 30 years building this fucking machine, and it just whacks you on the head over and over.
All right, we're looking at the
And, like,
reports here, and it looks like the worst we can do is a severe concussion. We need to really ramp up our testing here.
Yeah.
I want this thing to bludgeon people by next week.
God damn. All right. It's looking like it's about that time.
To
Who wants to
call
start the
it,
song?
or
Who wants to start singing?
You want to what?
Closing time.
oh man,
Shut
that yeah.
Fuck up.
Every fucking
beat
high
you up.
schooler's job. That was like we're playing this before we leave every single night.
Hell yeah. Chipotle, dude, we're playing this every night. Yeah.
I guess I'll just go out by saying that In 1984, Gigi Allen made an album called "Eat My Fuck,"
We've just been downhill since then.
and has the world been right since then?
I don't think so.
Think about it.
I really don't think so. But anyways, thank you, Kave, for joining us. We really appreciate you being on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. Why don't you shout yourself out? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, you can follow me at KPVQN. You listen to the Who Up podcast. It's available everywhere where you listen. Links and everything. Just like go to KPVQN on Twitter. You can find everything that I'm involved with, and you can check it out. Yeah, thank you.
I will
Thank
put
you
your
for
links
being on this shitty podcast.
No, what the fuck? No, I hate when people do that. Like this. No, this was a really fun show. Like I've been on a few podcasts as like a guest by myself. Finally, and this was really fun. I enjoyed talking to you guys.
Well, thank you for being here.
Well, you're welcome anytime. Follow us on Twitter, CNeutralPod. You can follow me, TrashGod, TRVSHG0D. And you can find Skylar at the Soy Wojak because
the Soy Wojak. Actually.
If you do this again, I swear to fucking God,
I
am going to lose my shit. I want
to put it out there. I was the Soy Wojak. But
yeah. Anyways, so yeah, peace.